October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so we want to continue to do our part in recognizing the story of survivors.
This survivor turned her adversity into apparel. Joining us is breast cancer survivor and owner of Titty Cat Tees, Paige Shafer. Thanks for being with us, Paige.
Thanks for having me, guys.
So tell us a little bit about your brand and how it got started.
Yeah, so I was diagnosed with breast cancer when I was 26, and I have always been a t-shirt person. I used to manage a few retail stores locally, so I was always looking for a fun cancer-themed shirt.
Yeah,
and it never really existed. There's one or two companies out there that make them, and before I had my mastectomy, I wanted to have a going away party for my boobs. So I was looking for fun shirts, and this was the best I could come up with.
Okay, that was your first one.
This was the first one that I could find online to buy, and it did the job. It got the point across.
Sure,
but
right.
I got thinking. I was like, that's not everybody looks like this.
Right.
This is not what my breasts look like anymore after having mastectomy, and I wanted there to be some more representation. So I decided to make my own.
Right.
And really show off the scars that I have now. And so it just kind of spiraled from there into this.
Yes.
And so I really wanted to make some breast cancer merch that wasn't just a pink ribbon.
Right.
Because it's kind of boring. It's a little triggering for a lot of people in the breast cancer community. And so I decided to make it more fun, and this guy here is probably my bestseller.
You've even got a Halloween themed one I see there.
Yep. So we've got boobies. Got a good pun. The creepy hands doing their self-exam.
So do you design all of the shirts, or I know where you get your inspiration, but how do you come up with, the Halloween themes and all the different themes?
So everything on this table I designed. Aside from the two Halloween ones, I knew I wanted to do those, but I just didn't have it in me, honestly, to draw those out. So I found somebody that had already created those and was selling them with license to sell commercially, obviously.
Right.
And so I bought those designs, but the rest of these, I have come up with on my own. So the calm your tits, tough tits, those have been really popular because they're funny. They don't have to be a breast cancer patient, survivor, fighter to wear them. But then so in October I released all of these designs, the check yourself.
Yeah.
Because self-exams.
It's very important because, you were only 26.
Yeah.
Paige and I actually went to high school together, and, I saw your story, and it's just been great to see you overcome it. And I love that you're finding, the lightheartedness of it, because I'm sure it takes a lot. If you could say any positive things, you're already spreading a positive message to your shirt, but any positive things to people that are either have went through what you went through, going through what you're going through, or even their family members and friends that are trying to support, what would you say?
Yeah, so there's a great community out there, and it took me a while to find my community, but it was all online. So I met all of my friends, my cancer friends is what we call each other. So I met everyone through Instagram and made these great connections, and I have friends across the country now who are able to support me and have gone through things, 2 years out, 5 years out, 10 years out, and are able to really help explain those things away. And it takes time to find where you mesh, but as soon as you find that community, once you get into it, and it's that club you never want to be a part of, but it's a great place.
And you're talking about finding them. How can we find you, and how can people find this stuff if they want to purchase?
So I am on Facebook and Instagram at Titty Cat Tees, and I have a website. It's just tittycattees.com.
Yeah, and how did you come up with a name? I'm not going to reveal. Well, I guess I'll tell my viewers. I didn't put two and two together, Titty Cat and Kitty Cat, but
Yeah.
what was the inspiration behind it?
Okay, so it's actually, if you look at my logo here, this is actually a pair of boobs.
Oh, okay.
And then these are the mastectomy scars. So just
that's-
like this.
Yeah.
So
That's
that's
how you
where we
came up
started.
with it
So,
that
but you
way.
have
Yeah.
a love of cats,
Yeah.
I hear.
And then, yep, so we turned it into a cat. I have two cats. I have a shirt. I don't have one with me, but I took one of my cats and like drew her face. And it's one of my best cat designs. But yeah, so I'm a big cat person, and it seemed
worked.
funny.
And it did. And,
Yeah.
and you're driving the point home, and we appreciate you, and we're so glad that you are kicking it and surviving the
Yes.
hard fight.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Paige.